Hello and welcome to the first official episode of Signal Show. And today we're going to be doing our fun Heroes recap starting Season 1, Episode 1, Sega Genesis. And I'm intrigued to go back to these because I want to watch them in order. Again, I watched them when they came out and I watched Season 1 about a year ago. I want to watch them again to build up for the new series, Reborn. Yeah, about Reborn, on the skeptical side, I'm convinced it's just an excuse for Heroes to get to 100 episodes for syndication reasons, I guess. Oh no, syndication's not as big as it used to be, but it can release a big, well, hey, we hit 100 episodes box set, and then, hey, everyone will love that, right? Yeah. But you know what? Optimism, we'll try, we'll see what we can get going. So I'm going to put it's on and watch it as I record this without sound on, so no one gets sued by NBC. Ha ha ha! Yes. So let's play on Heroes, Episode 1, Season 1. Dramatic music as we see the Earth from space. I guess it's rotating. Oh, the Heroes logo and lens flare. Yay! I have seen that in a long time. And of course, this episode starts with Mahinda doing narration, talk about life mysteries as we do a close-up on the face of Milo Ventimiglia, or something, who plays Pete Petrelli, and immediately, I don't think he's a bad actor, but I don't think the clean-cut Peter worked for him necessarily. And there's first logo, Chap 1 Genesis, same Genesis, but there you go. Because I think Milo tends to work better as a slightly smug jackass, and Peter's not that character. So, and Peter jumps off a rooftop, and immediately we're like, "Oh no, no, Peter, don't die!" We don't know who he is. And then cuts to shots of Spider-Man webbing through New York with Spider-Man removed, and we're at a nursing home where Peter's fallen asleep. And this scene really bugs me because we're meant to view Peter as a dreamer, and that's fine. But when you watch something like Wanted and he's working in a shitty office and wants to change his life, that's okay. That works for me. I don't mind that because we've all worked in crappy offices. You're a hospice worker for sick, terminally ill people, and you're falling asleep on the job, you jackass. This thing also points out that they really should have gone full blown Milo as a jackass because he's flirting with the granddaughter of the man he's treating. Do you know? Like, that's inappropriate. Really inappropriate. So automatically you think, Peter, you're a jackass. But then it's played off as funny because this was back in time where Sora sexually harassing Kate every week on Lost and Jack passive aggressively mocking her was okay, you know? That's fine. TV is different back then. I don't know if it's improved now, but well, we'll have to watch Heroes Reborn for that, but slightly better. And here's the other problem. In this scene, the best actor, Richard Roundtree, the guy playing Simone's grandfather, who woman Peter's flirting with, is the best actor in the scene, and he's in a coma. So, now get Mahinda explaining, I guess, superpowers, cockroaches, and stuff like that. The problem here is, back then, I guess they thought audiences were too stupid just to accept superpowers were a thing. They had to explain it. Whereas it's weird, because you watch the original X-Men, and it starts with superpowers, and then they do a bit of explanation, but it starts with them. This just starts with some guy trying to commit suicide in a dream, I guess. So, yeah, I think it's annoying when they try and justify it. It's like, just say they have powers and get on with it. You don't need to do this shit. And Heroes were really bad at this. Like, here they're tying it into Human Genome Project. They get worse later on when try tying powers into actual things. And, just say they exist and leave it at that. Yeah, so at this point, you're wondering how Mahinda's like, he's such a boring character. The actor's fine, but really boring. I just, one thing's Heroes, people talk a lot, and they talk a lot on all shows, but this in particular. And it's like, I don't know, they're giving these characters basic motivations. Like Peter wants to be a dreamer and idealist and wants to do great things. That's fine. Mahim wants to find out what has father died. That's fine too. That's a logical story. No one has any problem with that. But I think the way Heroes works to agree is cinematically and visually, it's really nice. I mean, the characters walk and talk and a lot of nice visuals and stuff like that. And it moves, and they're not just stood talking flashy spaces, but and like this scene for Mahinda and Nirad, it's rain and it's cool and it's a bit different. And in season 1 in particular, he used different color filters, and that's quite cool. That's a nice device to make it each scene and each character's story interesting, but they're still talking about boring stuff. Like in theory, we get Mahinda's story. He wants to find out he killed his father and all of that, but that's in theory. You know, like it doesn't. Mahinda never really worked in execution. I mean, yeah, and you'll notice that's not the actor who plays his father in future episodes. That's the guy who plays father in future episodes is Elektra's father in Daredevil, and he's in The Mummy as a curator at the museum. Really good actor. And here's our first scene where, like, you understand this. I get that they're portraying this guy as a mysterious agent of some kind, but it's the same thing for the Peter scene. It undermines it a bit that he's so careless. You know? Peter's so bad at his job, and this guy's quite careless too. And I know, you know, later on he gets revealed. Like, why do he leave his glasses there? It's just all these little things. Like, oh, I get it, because it's his glasses. And of course, here's Aylata, and I don't know of any other decent actress, and I think genuinely she's decent, who's had so many crap roles. Like, some of the stuff she does in this, in terms of her acting, is brilliant. Actually, this scene, what gets me is how short a time frame and how trolly is she to these webcam people that she's charging them more money. She's only just taking her top off. Who would fill up to this program? You know, who would sign up to this service? It's just ridiculous. But yeah, going back to Ayla, very good actress. I think, yeah, some stuff she does in this show is far beyond what the material deserves. And she has the most ludicrous storylines of all. You know, so at this point, we've only just had our first hint of a superpower, which is not. We're how far are we in? 6 minutes in, and we're just getting hint of superpower. So I'm not impressed with that. And again, here's another decent story. The single mother trying to raise her son. And it's just the way they do it. It's just. I mean, I like this bit. Mike is just making stuff. And they don't need to spend 10 hours explaining. Or do they? I haven't seen this in a while. Oh no, now he's talking about he's working on his computer. You could have just showed him fixing it and we've got the gist, but no. You have to go in detail. And it's just like. Aylata and this kid actually have quite a good sort of genuine mother-son relationship. They seem quite relaxed with each other, which is nice. And then we get the eclipse bit, and here's the other part. The eclipse really bugs me because, as we'll get on to that, I'll get on to that later on. But yeah, I don't know. It's just Heroes is a show which should work a lot better and doesn't. And here's to Renter Thugs to accost Nikki, and it's like everyone's so bad at their jobs on this program, and then he kicks the door wide open. Does he have superpowers? Who knows? He never go back to them. But it's you get what I'm saying? It's like it's in theory this should be a lot better than this. And here's Claire, and automatically I think the worst character in any major American show I've ever seen. And I'm not criticising Hayden Panettiere because I think she's actually a pretty good actress, but again, yeah, it's just he's such a bad character. And they try and do a bit of found footage, and that's just like, you think that was so 2006, but people are still doing it nowadays. And hey, I'm writing a script with found footage elements, so what can I do? And here's something with an awesome effect. Like Heroes in season 1 at least have really good effects. When Claire pops the shoulder back in, it looks flawless. When the cut so heals her face, it looks flawless too. But the thing that gets me about Claire, like, it seems like they had this idea of this teenage cheerleader who can heal. And that's not a bad idea, but again, it doesn't really go anywhere. Like, Heroes was stuck with. I should really talk about this later on. Yeah, I'll talk about it later on. Peter's falling again like an arsehole. He's about to hit ground and sees, oh my god, it's a guy from that show about creepy homeless corporate businessman. I don't know what the name of that show was, I forgot. Profit, that's it. And you know clearly you've already got just, hey, it's a politician and dreamer, woohoo! But wouldn't it be more interesting to do it the other way around? Like Nathan's a dreamer and Peter's a corporate guy, and they're both stuck in jobs they hate. But I didn't really do that. Oh no, it's a lot of stuff in the post about Heroes. This is representative. I'm having one of those days. Representative of Taxi Driver, at least in location, but not in actual quality. And you'll notice at this point, Adrian Pasdar is. I don't think Milo's bad, but Adrian Pasdar is acting him off screen at this point. He's a really good actor, and he really saves the scumbag with a heart buried deep downness of this. In some ways, like, it would be, yeah, it's like, I think a lot of these people, this was their big break in TV. Pasdar, I think he made a lot of good stuff for this, but this was meant to be his big break, and it never really turned out that way. And it's kind of sad, because you also find Nathan more relatable than Peter, because Nathan has urgency and agency. He wants to run for mayor. He wants to avoid, these family problems, and he has reasons for doing what he does. Peter just sort of almost does things, and then they try and explain it later on. So here's the geeky best friend trope: Claire and Zach, and Zach's like, you need to show your powers off to wait because I read Marvel comics, and Claire's like, I can't, I want to be normal. And okay, here's what gets me. This entire storyline of Claire bugs me, and I'll tell you why. She wants to be normal. You're a fucking cheerleader. The fact that you can do those routines, most normal people can't do that. Put aside the fact that normal is a ridiculous term anyway, because by nature, we're not all good at the same things, so we're not on the same playing field. But at the same time, if you describe cheerleader or foot player as normal, that's not normal. If you're that good at something, you are beyond normal. Like, I can write, so by definition, I have something that a normal person could not do. But it's the whole concept of normal is ridiculous. Like, I want fitting. Well, foot players don't fit in. The whole point of football players and things like that is they are raised above the town. So what Claire really means is she wants to be special, but she wants to be special as a sex object in cheerleader outfit, not special as in having superpowers. And I don't understand that. I mean, I understand she's a teenager, she probably wants to get laid and all of that stuff, which we all do as teenagers, but yeah, it's just nothing that bugs me. Like, you think she'd appreciate being able to heal, given she does a job which has a hobby in school, which is very tiring. Like, she'll never get tired. That's a factor of a healing factor. So you think she'd enjoy that, but no. He'll go to Hero, and I think Hero is one of those characters who, in retrospect, how offensive was this? Like, I mean, it's, again, in theory, it works great. You've got this guy in office who wants to escape the office and move on and live an awesome life. That's great. But he comes across as such an unlikable douchebag in retrospect, Like, it's kind of like Sheldon. Not even, because Sheldon on Big Bang Theory is quite a cool character because he's very upfront who he is and he's cool with it and all of that. Hero's problem is he's such an unlikable. He's like who's that arsehole on Big Bang Theory? The one Penny's always trying to go out with. I can't remember his name. But the guy's on Roseanne. The main character on Big Bang Theory. He's such an arsehole. He hates being geek, and it really bugs me because he's like, oh, safe learning all that. And it's just after a while, he's like, for fuck's sake, can't you just enjoy what you like instead of being such douchebag all the time? But actually, no, Hero's not really like him. Hero's too excitable for me. Like, yeah. I think Hero for me is another one in theory rather than execution because the idea of the Off-World who want to move on and be a superhero is great, but Hero is so overly just bombastic almost. It's kind of unsubtle compared to how subtle the rest of the show's trying to be. In theory. I'm saying theory a lot. Now Nikki's trying to flirt with the bold Charles Xavier looking principal, and like at this point, prostitution? This again, like you understand what she's doing to protect her son, but I don't know. It's great, really good acting, populated by really bad writing. So, like, why is Nikki get 25 grand to put her son into super school? He's already intelligent. Like, so she doesn't want him to go to public school, I guess, because they move around a lot now. I guess this scene's really meant to show how evil this school is and all of that. But then think, why would she give 25? Why would she give the school anyway? Surely she got some sense of how slime they were. And at this point, you think, oh my god, here Nikki's got superpowers. Oh, she's choking the teacher out. Well, if she's that powerful, why doesn't she rip the tie from around his neck or something? And then at this point, you see, oh, Nikki's reflection is giving her the evil eye. And that's one nice thing about the show is they do act like the characters all had lives for this point, which is quite cool. And here's, for my money, one of the best characters on the show, Angela Petrelli, who's got that master Moriarty vibe to her, where she can fluctuate between good and bad, depending on the story. Moriarty less so, but yeah, she's sort of a morally ambiguous character, like Ben on Lost, but I think Angela's better because problem with Ben is he always comes such a pantomime villain on Lost, whereas Angela Petrelli has more of a cool vibe where she's manipulating the situation without it looking like she is. She's got that. I guess Manchurian Candidate, the original Angela Lansbury vibe. I don't think the remake Meryl Streep's very good, but I don't like Meryl Streep very much. And this is what I like about. I don't know whether writing's good in this bit, but I think the way Angela manipulates Peter is quite cool because it's so. It's clear she's Nathan and Peter are both hybrids, are both took elements from her. Nathan the corporate badassery, and Peter sort of the idealism, and she's able to manipulate them both. Let's hope they don't fuck that up in flashback down the line, like in season 3, for example. Incidentally, some of you remember Micah from a show called My Wife and Kids, where the actor who plays Micah is prodigiously, stunningly talented. Like, he played his piano with no issues whatsoever. So he's does one of the best jobs in this program. So I really think Micah, like the kid who plays him, has a really bright future. I also think nice because they do more of him than Lost did with Walt. Walt was sort of like just just an offshoot of his parents, and Micah seems to actually have a few bits. It's different. I mean, I know Walt has some stuff that's different too, but yeah, I think Micah's. But I think the difference being that Micah's relationship with Nick is a bit warmer than Walt's was. Sorry, yeah, than Walt's was with Michael. And here's the other part. I think it's like Heroes kind of. Apparently, they wrote the episodes as committee, so different people take different parts. But it doesn't feel like that, really. I mean, I think they needed hands. They need people to focus more on particular stories, because Nikki in this episode feels mineralized. Like, it's big in terms of the episode, but it doesn't feel like they really knew where to go with it. But I don't know, NBC back in the day. And now talking about Lindsman, which is quite cool, setting up some stuff for later. So we've heard his name mentioned twice here, and Nathan. So that combined Nikki and Nathan's stories already, which could. Now, random fire, and Claire's gonna save the day. And okay, here's another thing. Claire's walking around the cheerleader top covered in blood. Well, not covered, but with little bits of blood. And what gets me is no one says anything. It's kind of weird, But, and at least, here is something cool, because Claire's doing something heroic. And I like that, it's like that. I think there should be no reason for this train explosion, like some setup, try and record or something, but they don't go there. But yeah, she's doing something heroic, which I like, but it kind of goes against the stuff from earlier, and no teenagers change their minds a lot. Well, I suppose in theory you say this wasn't Claire trying to do something heroic, this is Claire trying to commit suicide and then realising she had to save someone. But she still saves them, but then she mopes about it. So I like a lot of what Heroes is aiming for, but a lot of it is stupid. And no one stops to think Claire's on fire. This kid's on fire, wasn't she hurt? And his fireman's like, oh my god, you're not burned. But then if she is burned, why is he ripping that shit off? That would not be good. Why? And then Claire stares at him, sort of like, hey, are we going to make buck? And he's like, what? No, you're 15. Literally 15. And she runs off. No one goes, hey, where's that kid gone? She's like, oh, fuck, I'm going to run to the woods. Oh. So here we go to Mahinda, and he's in New York. And don't try and follow time frame. I think Mahinda's scenes in India were set before all scenes in New York, I guess. So, Mahinda goes to New York and gets an apartment, and his father's been missing 2 days, and the guy doesn't immediately take all of the father's shit and throw it in the basement somewhere. He's just like, I'll leave it up here. So it was a really horrible apartment, but he got, I went to New York a few weeks ago. So, and Mahinda, after we speak about cockroaches, stamps on one arsehole. And oh yeah, here's my favourite character, Isaac, crazy drug dealing artist who paints pictures of heroes, which I think is a loose metaphor for this program, because I think everyone's both crazy. Nathan on TV, soldier, that's bad. That's really bad. I get when you know this information, but that's still terrible. And hey, apparently Simone's an art attendant of some kind and is in a relationship with Isaac, who's. This one thing's like about Santiago Cabrera in this. I forgot his name right. He's so into this character. Like, he's such manic energy, and you get the impression that, he loves this role. Like, full on loves this role. And I was convinced this dude was going to break out big time. He's made a few big movies. I think he's in Shay, Steven Soderbergh 2-part movie about Che Guevara. But yeah, he never really broke out the way I thought he would. But dude can act. Like, Jesus Christ. He's full on into this character. And I don't think it's fair to criticise someone playing Simone. She's given nothing to work with, but dear God, she is being out-acted off the screen by this guy. He's got intensity. He gets this shit. He gets it. It has to be slightly silly, but also slightly plausible at the same time. And he's such a great, great character. And the whole precognition thing, he pre-contemplative drawing, such a great, great, great power, full on. and it's just like, I think it's one of the things where show just left out with him, and you just look at the actor and the power and the scene and even writing. He's such a good actor. Like, he's such a good actor and character. And now he's watching. I mind times like watching TV and fire and stuff like that, but I do object to just random shit like Soldier, and then that's it. Like, I get it's probably a political advertisement, but. And now Isaac realizes he drew the train fire, and now there is actually train fire. And he's figuring shit out. Like, all the other characters take so long to figure their powers out, except Hero. But Nathan. Isaac figures out immediately. And I think that's really cool, you know? Now Simone's hailing cab, and Peter's like, "Here, old woman in New York. I want to go Italian style on you, baby." That's sort of like more through 4 or 5 different accents. None of them good. So then Peter gets into taxi cab driven by Mahinda, and I won't even start on how hilarious that is. Like, first taxi Peter gets in is driven by a guy from India, but it's kind of, I like this scene because it's, I think it's the first time having 2 of these characters immediately interact like this. I mean, I know we got Ando and Nikki kind of interacting via the sex chat, but it's really cool because it's such a simple scene. And it's not like camera's moving a lot, but these 2 really seem to get what this scene's entailing. And they're coming from completely different places. Peter's idealism, Mahinda's science. And it's just like, Josh Whedon said this once about Firefly. He made a show where all characters had different personalities, attitudes, and beliefs. And he could have an entire episode just set on them talking. And it's a bit like Peter and Mahinda. These 2 actors clearly got on. Characters clearly work together. And it's such a great little scene. And then you've got Claire and Zach. And I'm going to just say, I don't like Thomas Dekker as Zach. I don't like him as an actor at all. I think he's really smug. And think there's certain parts he can do where he can't pull off geek. He comes across as psychotic at points, you know, like, "Hey, this is awesome, there's a fire." It's like, "Oh, fuck off, you weirdo." And then there's Heroes not joining the activity in Japan as they're on rooftop. Hero, yeah, I just, and then there's the Eclipse joining all of them because, hey, they can all see the Eclipse at the same time despite being in completely different countries, which I'm just like, wait, what? Like, what the fuck? I mean, they're all being unified. But even if they're not, like, I don't want to be a douchebag, but who gives a unless they're all, like, the implication I think is that the Eclipse gives them powers. They've all had powers before this point, you know? Like, in his eyes, he's handcuffed to a radiator, he's trying to beat drugs. And it's, yeah, I like that scene actually, you know? And there's lots of cool little bits so far, but and then Nikki's sort of like, "Oh, look at the eclipse, it might give me super bad." And you're like, "Bitch, your reflection blinks at you. I think you already got superpowers." And that's a nice shot of the eclipse in her eye. Oh no, wait, oh no, the thugs are back, you know? Like, there's hours later, they were just hiding in the house. Like, why would they give a fuck? Oh no, he trying to make some food. I mean, that's just, again, everyone's so bad at their jobs in the show. Except for the firemen. No, they ripped off people's clothing after they thought they got burned. Despite the fact no burn marks were on clothing. So now they want private sex show of Nikki, and like, again, here's my problem with this. I get they're reducing Nikki to she's had full low and she's got to do something to support kid and all that. But I think starting off with this is a mistake. I think that's something you build up to. You don't just start there. You start with character at rock bottom, where they're going to go from there. And everyone's going to say when Nikki's story does descend a bit more into criminality and stuff. Which maybe, I don't know. We'll get to that for people who haven't watched the show before. I've spoiled loads of stuff already. But I think it's almost like the problem with Ayla in these roles, isn't it? they demean her because she's really good, and they almost make her into, they play on the fact she is a very attractive woman, but it's fine. But none of the males are being objectified in this way, and they're going to say it's about them past their objectification, but it's not, because she gives into it. She does the web chats and stuff like that. And problem is, like, yeah, I think again, it's this character that seems so last decade. And Hero's talking about how people can bend time and space, and again, like, it's not, it's better than, it's not. The comic book stuff he does is better, where he's talking about Star Trek and shit, although people teleport using teleporters on Star Trek, then teleport themselves. But Hero's like, I really like the way he wants to investigate his powers. No, not like Star Trek, I just said that. But it's almost too much like Tim Kring was going through Joseph Campbell's the whole hero, Val Faces hero's journey thing. And you took it too literally. Like, you don't just read the checklist off, dude. You gotta come up shit beyond that. Like, for example, in Star Wars, when A New Hope starts, Luke wants to go and join the Imperial Academy. He doesn't want to be a Jedi. He wants to join the Imperial Academy. And then he's brought into where for the Jedi. Problem for me of Hero is he's already like, I want to be a superhero. Like, yeah, that's awesome and all that, but you've jumped from point A to point D and skipped 3 points. It's Hero's. And now Hero wants to teleport safe into a women's bathroom. And look, I'm not a perfect, guy. I say a lot of inappropriate things, and I'll say more appropriate things, and I'll do inappropriate things. But that's really fucking creepy, Hero. Like, it bolsters my view that Hero is genuinely, like, special, and it's an insulting kind, And now we cut back to Ayla, and oh God, she's murdered the 2 guys, and she's beat them to a blade pulp, and she's on her back, and first you think, oh God, they raped the shit out of her, and then you think, no wait, they didn't, she murdered them. But I just think, like, while it seems appropriately goring, all of that, I almost think, firstly, I don't understand why Nikki is feeling bad about this per se, because, like, they were clearly going to do very bad things to her. But, this is, and now a reflection says, shush, I'll never tell. And so, like, wait, what? Nikki's like, bitch, say what? Now we cut to Mahinda driving the cab again, and hey, Simone, oh, her dad, oh no, what's going to happen? And Pete's like, well, be there in 10 minutes. So, is he like the only person who looks after her father? Because if he is, he's been gone for like an entire day at this point, and Simone wasn't there. And Mahinda and Peter have bonded, and yay, that's quite a cool scene, Maybe, hopefully they'll team up again soon. And woe behold, who steps into the taxi cab in slow motion. Oh no, it's a guy with the horn rimmed glasses. Oh no. Which is a gimmick to identify him. And look, I'm not trying to bash Jack Coleman. I think, while I'm trying to keep future plot twists hidden, because I'm hoping people will come back and watch this show. It's just every week, and people who've never watched Heroes might watch, hopefully. But Jack Coleman, dear God, like, of all the things this show got right, that dude can frigging act. And this is a very cool scene because it's saying without saying. It's playing on the idea of an interrogation without interrogating anyone. And it's such a good scene because there's so much tension, but it's not overly bashed over your head. And again, it's like, it's one of the things they got right with this horn-rimmed glass character now is because we don't know where his allegiances lie. And then Pindo runs off like spaz, losing his job in the process. And then this guy gets out and you're like, oh my God, this is a spook from the 70s. And it's sort of like, yeah, you better run, Mahinda. Run like Smith, like Anderson. Now we're back to Japan. As Ando buys beer and Hero's dragged out of the bathroom saying, "No peeping Tom, you stupid fuck, you teleported into the woman's bathroom," you know? Like, and then thrown outside. And I'm like, Ando, surely he would be like, dude, even if you did teleport into one's bathroom, you're a pervert, you're a fucking weirdo, you got us kicked out of the club, you asshole. Like, why would Ando be happy even if you did that? Why couldn't you have just fucking teleported the other side of Ando? You know, like, it's so annoying. Hero's like, why do you want to be different? Ando's like, why do you want to be different? Hero's like, why do you want to be the same? And Ando comes across with good points here. Because, like, Hero's such a dick in this scene. Like, he's basically saying, Ando, you're shit. You know? So, and I don't like that we're not special Japanese line, you know? But Hero's such an asshole. It's one thing that always bugs me when I watch this episode again is how much of a dickhead he really is. Criticizing best friend saying you're not shit, you know? It's horrible. Oh, now Simone's sort of like, hey, you know, I told you it's emergency, but I won't give my boyfriend morphine. It's like, you bitch, no. And Simone's like, no, need to. Bitches are like, the fuck, I'm not just going to give your junk boyfriend morphine. And she's like, man, I want. He's like, motherfucking Sega Genesis, yo. And actually, no, what Peter's genuinely talk about is he has destiny. Simone's like, I don't give a fuck. You know? And now we cut to Claire in kitchen, and Claire's mother's there. And again, good actress Ashley Crowe. She does a good job, but nothing fucking character. So one thing's Heroes is way too many characters, and then Claire's I love you, mum, and mother's like, yeah. And why is with this shit, you morose motherfucker? She keeps trying to commit suicide, and that's what bugs me about the show. Like, that would have been great dark storyline go down, but they sort of half it. They half it, you know. They go down the route of Claire wanting to hurt her safe, but they never really go full blown with it. And there's some nice bits here, like it's very pleasant sort of motherly daughter relationship, and it's really nice. But and then Claire takes off the ring and sticks her hand down garbage disposal, and Mother doesn't notice shit. And then Claire pulls her hands like, oh no, I'm healing. Oh no, I don't feel pain. It's like, ah! And it's just, and I like the idea behind seeing mothers talking about how you need to be, I want you to be something more interesting I am, and Claire's sort of like, you know, and they're both talking about different things, but ha 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 ha. And then, I don't know, I can't like it, you know, it's good writing because they're having two different conversations, and both isn't really getting what the other's actually saying. You know, you don't often see this sort of warm parental thing on TV, really even anymore. You do now, which is nice. And here's the cool twist of the episode where you find out that Horn Rim Glasses is Claire's father, which I really like. I think that's a cool twist. And then dogs eat licking blood, which why? And they're still fucking pouring on fire. I love this scene, you know? It's such a clever scene because it combines so many characters, you know? It combines Peter with Mahindo with Claire with Horn Rim Glasses. Now Hero's on train and looks miserable, and again visually, which I think is a large percentage down to Greg Beeman and Alan Artness, did a fucking great job with this show. I mean, visually, even today, it fucking holds up, you know. And yeah, and now Hero wishes he'd go to New York and start over, and that's quite a cool scene, you know. It's like the idea that he wants to do that. That would be fine, but I think the problem is, and the clock counting up and all of that. I mean, Hero's fucking great at transitions and scenes and visualization and shit like that. The writing's where it always failed. And they walk past Hero, and they walk past, and it's in fucking Times Square. And I've been Times Square, it's not that clean, but that's a great fucking scene. Like, I wanted to do Hero thing in New York, the Yatta, but then I went to New York, and there's no way to fucking do it. Like, there's no way, it's too crowded. There's no chance you'd have of being able to do that without getting mugged or beaten up or pushed over. So, but then you'll notice it's night in New York and it's day when Hero got there, and you're like, oh, continuity error. But you know what? Maybe next episode will resolve that issue. Here's another great scene. Hero's, like, this is a lot better than last time I watched it. But now Peter's starting to realise, oh my god, he's a junkie, man. And, like, Isaac's passed out. He's taking heroin to write and to draw even right. That'd be like he's writing on the TV show called Heroes. Although, no, that's ridiculous. No one would ever take heroin to write Heroes. So now Peter looks at a painting, because Simone flips out, and Peter's sort of like, whoa, man, this shit is like, oh man. And Isaac points at the painting. He's like, hey, you look like a bitch I just painted, man. Simone's like, he's OD. He's like, hey, man, you go, looks like wings, man. Oh, man, you fucking fly, man. And Peter's like, I can fly. I can fly, man. I can fly. And Isaac's like, no, you dumb motherfucker. Look at your painting. Look at your painting, which New York up in flames. I can fly. And Isaac's like, Simone, fucking painting. She's like, you're hysterical. And Isaac's shouting, you fucking rejects. Look at the fucking painting of New York blowing up. Oh, my painting. Like, why would Isaac OD while painting the fucking picture of Peter flying? And then Mahinda talks about questions need to resolve mystery thing, then doesn't even matter. It's like he's talking about Lost, you know? It's like Mahinda saw the future. So Peter's on top of a building of some kind, and he's like, man, I'm high as a motherfucker, I gotta fly. He believes he can fly. He believes he can touch the sky. And Nathan gets a taxi to a random place in New York, and this scene kind of sets up Nathan's character. Motherfucker gets taxied to an alleyway, random alley in New York, just because Peter asked him to. And the show tries to paint out Nathan's an arsehole. And then Peter throws a fucking shoe at a cell phone at Nathan. If that hit him, he would have died. And also, what the fuck, Peter, irresponsible jackass? And Pete says he's been up there all night thinking about trying to commit suicide. Nathan's like, oh, for fuck's sake, you know? It's hilarious how Peter can come across such a suicidal twat. And Peter's like, I'm going to fly, Nathan. Like, surely you can find an easier way of flying than jumping off a fucking rooftop. And Peter's like, I can do it, Nathan. I can fly. And Nathan's like, who told you can fly? And Peter's like, it's drug dealing artist named Isaac. He said I could fly. Sega Genesis style. And Nathan's like, Peter's saying Genesis. This will be made in years. And Peter's like, I can fly, Nathan. Look at me fly. And jumps off the rooftop. And then falls and falls and falls. And Nathan's like, Peter, you reject, you fucking idiot. And Peter falls and falls and falls and falls and falls and falls and falls. And Nathan flies. Oh my god, Nathan can fly! You know? And Nathan's trying to stop Pete from falling. And Pete is like, oh shit, Nathan, you can fly. And Nathan's like, you idiot, you try to commit suicide. Well, you flew, Nathan. And Nathan's like, Peter, shut the fuck up. I need to stop you from falling. And Peter's like, well, but I'm going to hug you, Nathan. I can fly too. We're brothers. And then Peter drops because Peter is an idiot. And there's the first episode, to be continued. And I hope this was entertaining. I think, you know, that's much better than I remember it being. And it's kind of interesting. There's Adam Kane's credit. He becomes a really good director on this too. It's much more interesting than I remember it being. Like, I think watching live and commenting on live hit out. And Tim Sale's got credit too. Fucking amazing artist. Shame about Jeff Loeb's stories. Anyway, that's the first episode of Heroes, Sega Genesis, and we'll be back with episode 2, Don't Look Back in Anger, next week.